So I've got the COVID. This is the third time I've had COVID since it's been COVID. And I will say every time I've had COVID has been differently. And the first time was probably the worst. But this time it feels very sinusy. It's all up in my nose. My eyes feel really sore. So I'm just like staying in bed, resting, got paracetamol and drinking my fluids. The first time I had COVID was the worst because my throat felt like razor blades. And this time my throat doesn't feel like that. Like there's a little bit of soreness there, but not enough where I'm having to take lozenges or anything like that. So hopefully I don't have any more. Hopefully the throat doesn't get worse because I feel like that makes it worse when you can't swallow because you've got a sore throat. So yeah, anyway, I'm just resting, I guess, for the next couple of days. I said in my packing video on Monday that Tom had the man flu. Clearly he didn't have the man flu. Clearly he had the COVID flu. And yeah, anyway. So I'm glad I've kind of got it now. My daughter's due to have a baby in like 4 or 5 weeks. So it's better for me to have something like this now and get it out of my system. So hopefully I don't get anything like this again for a while when she's got the baby around. So yeah, but anyway, I feel like crap. My nose is very blocked. And it's typical, just as I had my mojo coming back, here I am, shot down again.
Good morning. I am back into the land of living after spending 2 weeks confined to my bed. Oh, that COVID, that is a nasty flu. I have been knocked for six. I have spent the last 2 weeks sick as a dog, very congested in my nose. I'm still a little bit. And the other thing I had was just such sore eyes. I did develop a cough after a few days of having the COVID as well, and I've still got a little bit of a lingering cough, but it's not like I'm not contagious anymore. The tests say that I don't have COVID anymore. I'm not contagious, but I think it's going to be one of those lingering coughs that I'm likely to have for a few more weeks. Hopefully not too much longer. It's definitely getting lesser and lesser as the days go on, but it's one of those coughs that almost feels a bit asthmatic-y. Like I almost feel like I should have probably had an asthma puffer a few of those days. I didn't end up getting one, but it's kind of that winding kind of cough. It's not a phlegmy cough or anything like that. Just a winding, like almost like almost like a what do they call it when you have the kids when they're little? They're like the croup, almost like a croupy kind of barking cough. So yeah, a cough. Thankfully, I didn't get the sore throat for the rest of the time. I remained safe from having the razor blade throat. I was dreading to get that, and thankfully, the COVID God saved me from the bad throat. But yeah, the nose, the amount of congestion in my nose, oh my goodness. So basically, I've just taken it really easy for 2 weeks. I have gone in every couple of days and just packed my orders in the mornings, and as soon as I've packed orders, been out the door. For the first 3 days, I pretty much did absolutely zilch, nothing, just bed. And then after that, it was the weekend. And over the weekend, on days like maybe 4, 5, 6, we also had a long weekend, so that helped. I didn't have to go in on the Monday and post any orders. I was able to kind of have like Saturday, Sunday, Monday completely at home. So over that time, I was feeling like okay, so I didn't need to just be lying in bed the whole time. I wasn't like sleeping or anything. So over those few days, I actually just listed. And there was 5 days. I think it was like half of the Saturday, and then the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Over those 5 days, I listed 950 items into my store. I had such a backlog of photography because I've been taking so many photos for weeks, and I was confined to my bedroom pretty much because I had my daughter. I didn't want to get her sick. So she pretty much lived in her bedroom. But she'd already been sick the week before while she'd been with her dad, and she'd done multiple COVID tests and she didn't have COVID, but she'd been sick, and the last thing I wanted to do was give her COVID on top. So her and I just stayed away from each other. She stayed in her room for the weekend, having a pretty chill weekend playing computer games and stuff with her brothers. I stayed in my room. I was up and about, but you know, like I would cook the dinner, washing my hands a million times, and then I would eat like at the dining table and she would eat at the couch. So we stayed away from each other. The amount of like sanitizer, and I had like disinfectant spray after everything. I had those disinfectant wipes, so every time I went into the kitchen, anything I touched, I just wiped it down. I was so paranoid about giving it to her, but safe to say she didn't get it. So whether or not she had it the week prior and she just wasn't like coming up on the test, I don't know. She kind of felt like she had all the symptoms of COVID, but nothing showed. But during that 5 days, I just pretty much listed and listed and listed. And yeah, 950 items I listed in 5 days, just because I sat there with nothing else to do except list for hours. Anyway, it was good. It was a good little boost for my store. I've had some good sales the last week, and definitely that little injection all in one hit. I didn't schedule them out or anything like that. I just listed and hit my store with everything that I had, and yeah, anyway, I got a little bit of injection over the last week, and sales have been good, so that's definitely a bonus. But I've got to go into the warehouse today. When I get there, I've got an amazing sale first up that I want to show you guys. It's 9:15 actually. I've taken it slow this morning. I'm not pushing myself with this after like trying to recover from COVID or anything, letting my body wake up in the morning naturally, because I haven't been sleeping all that great. I've been coughing a bit and stuff, but letting myself wake up naturally, taking my time, and I'm here 9:15. I don't have any orders that are actually must be sent out today. But I got one order. It's amazing. I'm not even going to tell you what it was. You have to wait till I get in there and I'm going to show you. But it's, you know, those orders that are really expensive and like you want to send them out almost as soon as you possibly can, because you don't want them to like risk them coming and cancelling before you send the order out, because they're worth a lot of money. I got one of those orders, guys. So that's the priority as soon as I get to the warehouse. I do have to go over to the hardware shop. I want to pick up a few things. I've got to get some more shelves. I've got like a plan that I've been like working out for inside the warehouse. So I want to start doing a little bit of that. Anyway, I have just rambled for another 5 minutes of video. Let's drink this coffee, get this order packed. Can't wait to show you, and let's crack into my day. It's so typical. I said I was going to make all these videos for June, and I think I made them on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, got COVID on the 4th, and bam, this is the first video back.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away all sorrow, and the old ways get washed out by the rain.
Okay, I got an offer here that I need to look at. $39.99 listed in February, and the offer is $34. I'll be accepting that one. That is a great one. Accept offer. Seller Hub. Okay, we did $844 yesterday, so I had a great day. I'm already at $160 for this morning in sales, so that's awesome. Now, where is this good sale? How many sales? There's another one coming. Oh, no, that's that one. What have I got? 18 here waiting to post. Okay, here's the good one. We need to just get this main one posted. I'm going to get this one posted. It's an international order as well. So I'll do that one, get it up to Tom's, ready for the post girl. and then I'll work on the other ones, because if I happen to miss the post girl, then it's okay. These orders don't need to go out today, but fingers crossed we can get some of them done. Let me just import my post and go get this item. It's a big book because I only put the big books down here on the bottom shelf. I'm so excited with this sale. I literally just bought it. It sold within 24 hours. Okay. Oh, I got messy from here. I'm going to need some of this cardboard, actually. Let me just put it here. Right, now today's Tuesday. I only just listed this book on Sunday and it sold yesterday on Monday. So very, very quick sale within the 24-hour mark. Now, when I purchased this book, let me tell you the story. I'd gone to a charity shop and I'd gone up to the counter to buy my books. They had a special there. They were 5 books for $10. Anyway, I got up to the counter. I had a pile of 20 books. And when I got to the counter, the lady had said, oh, I'll give you them for 5 for $8. So I was like, perfect. So she's ringing up the sale. Tom was next to me. He'd gone before me. He'd already bought his pile. While she's ringing up the sale, I could see the bookcase behind her had a stack of books in it, you know, where they put the special ones or the ones that are a bit more expensive, but I'd only just noticed them. And on this bookshelf, this is what I could see. What does it say? Taekwondo, right? Now, I've had past experience where I know that some of the Taekwondo manuals can be worth a lot of money. So this is what I could see, nothing else about it. She pulled the book up and I said to her, yeah, how much is that one? So she got it out and she's looking at it and there was a sticker on it and it said $50. And she looked at the price sticker and she went, $50? Who priced this? Or I'm not going to charge you $50 if you want it. And so I was like, oh my goodness, it's an expensive book. Like, how much is she going to charge me? And like, how do I know if it's going to be worthwhile? And I'm looking at Tom and he's starting to talk to the lady so I could kind of pull my phone out and start to try and price. But because it was like the author was in like, it's like a foreign language, Jen Choi Hong Hai or whatever, I couldn't quite see it fast enough. So I'm just kind of trying to type in Taekwondo book and I'm getting the spelling all wrong. And anyway, I couldn't pull up anything that was the same as this book. And it was just too quick and it was an awkward situation. It's awkward to be comping while you're talking to somebody and trying to negotiate a deal or whatever. But like I was doing this while she was kind of pulling out the book to have a look at it because that's what she couldn't believe it was priced at $50. So while she was kind of pulling this book out to look at it and Tom's talking to her, I'm trying to comp, I just couldn't pull it up. I wasn't quick. I couldn't get the spelling. I just couldn't get it. Anyway, this is the book, Taekwondo Jen Choi Hong Hai. So as you can see, it's a large book. It's thick. It's covered in like a plastic wrap here. And it's got the slipcase, which you can see is very, very worn. But the book itself is in very good condition because it's been kept in this slipcase. And it is a first edition, which I didn't realise until I obviously listed it. But it is a first edition book. Now, she'd kind of said, I'll not charge you $50. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, how much? And I think I said to her, how much would you want for it? And she said, well, how much would you pay for it? And I said, I'll give you $20 for the book. And she said, okay, done, sold. And I was like, oh my goodness, perfect. And then I looked behind her at what else was there, and there was 2 small folio books there as well. And I think she sold me the 2 small folio books for $12 for the 2 of them. So it was $6 each. And I didn't even comp the folio books. They're somewhere here in the pile. I didn't even comp them. I bought the 2 folio books at the same time as well, thinking that they possibly were worth money. But let's go back to this one. Took this one for $20. Still had no idea. Didn't look it up in the car or anything. Was just feeling pretty happy that this was probably going to be a good book. I said to Tom when we got in the car, I reckon I'll be able to sell that book for $70. Anyway, when I came back and comped this book, I couldn't believe it. They were selling in the hundreds of dollars. There was one listed for $500, but the ones that had sold had kind of sold between $200 and $379. So I went in at the $379 price, and I put mine up for $379 on Sunday night. On Monday morning, I woke up to an offer for $200 to an international buyer, and Tom was like, no way, don't take it, like counted them back at like 300. And I was like, okay. So I counted them at 300, and I didn't hear from them. And then a few hours later, when I got into the warehouse, after I'd already done my packing and post for the day and the post lady had gone, I got another offer came through for $327, 27, or maybe it was 323. I'll have to go back and check. It was $320 something again to another international post. The first one had been made from an offer from Canada, and this one now is going over to Britain, over to the UK. So I ended up selling this. I took the offer for $320 odd. I didn't even counter that. I was very, very, very happy with that. Whether or not I could have got more, I don't know. I bought this book for $20. I sold it for $320 something in less than 24 hours. Holy moly, win-win. So now I've got to pack this up really nicely. It's quite a big, heavy book. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm sending these, these are a bubble wrap. So I use these as like a bubble wrap going international. So I don't actually have any bubble wrap here at the moment. So I am going to tape this up, because it's nice and tight, and then I'm going to put it in another one, because this is a very expensive book and I want it to arrive very, very safely. All right, it's already going to be protected because of that slip case that it's in. Right, now I'm actually going to use some of this cardboard and I'm going to wrap it again. I don't care. The postage cost isn't an issue. It's not pretty, and I don't care. It doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to be safe. It's already got its slip case, and never have any quality issues with how my items arrive. All right. This is the Mel version of Frankenstein. Is that what they call it? Frankensteining a box. This buyer has also paid $88 to have this posted. Okay. Yeah, so 323 I think, and then 323 and then $88 postage. So it's over $400 Australian, which is a huge sale. It's a huge amount for someone to pay. Right. .816 kilos. 2.9. $323 plus the 88 posts is $411 they've paid. What did I say? 2.9. Item value 323. Australia. Sport book for the tariff. Sports book. 2.9. Let's have a look. 48. 34. 12. Right, so standard post is $70.49. Express post is $82.11, and that includes like signature on delivery. So I'm going to send it express, and I'm also going to include some extra cover for loss or damage from $100 to $3. So I'm just going to do the price of it, $323. And that's going to take me to $89.31. Oh, that sun's coming up. Okay, $89.31. So yeah, they paid $88. So perfect. Now I'm going to print this over at Tom's. Let's go. Hi. Yeah, this international label. Is that all right? I also need some express tape. I'm out.
I feel good, like I'm walking on sunshine, and there's nothing that can bring me down. Real good, like joy came in the morning, the birds are singing sweet sounds. Ooh, the sun set me free. If I just believe I am. Vision is key, so if you can see, you can rise above it. So when life is life and trouble's troubling, issues pile up, remember my friend that God is.
Right, let's get a few of these other orders packed. My grandma's kitchen. My grandma's kitchen. Here it is. Okay, listed since September 2023, Grandma's Kitchen has sold for $21.91. D8. The Hare Krishna Book of Vegetarian Cookery. Okay. The Hare Krishna Book of Vegetarian Cookery. This is a little old vintage cookery book. This one is sold for, I think it just said $27. $27.99, guys. Even better, even better. H2 and A8. A8. Let's go around here. Okay, this is A8. What do we got? Super fast diet. I really need my is that it? Nope. Super fast diet, super fast diets. Oh, here it is. Blind as a bat without these glasses. I got to go in and get some new glasses soon. It's not so much that I need the prescription changed. I just absolutely hate the way that my other glasses feel, and I just don't like the look of them. And okay, where are we going? H2, 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 H2. What do we got? The 3-day diet. The 3-day diet. Yeah. There we go. 2 books in the one order for that one. Let me just show you those 2 books. They came to a total of $50. We've got Super Fast Diet and the 3-day diet. $50 for the 2. Oh, I've got a big one there. Okay. I got a big multi-order there, but I'm going to get the single ones first. E9. E9, Practical Self-Sufficiency. I love it when it's like a book that you sell all the time and then you just like know the spine instantly. That is this one, Practical Self-Sufficiency. This one is sold for $35. E2, same shelf here. E2, we've got Brain Food. It's funny, I've sold quite a few books lately on brain food and brain recipes. Okay. Brain Food has sold for $23.99. A nice cookbook. Okay, where's this one? E5. We're in the E aisle, guys. That makes it handy. E5. Now, what's this one sold for? $55. What Bird Is That has sold for $55. This is a big, heavy book. And, okay. Okay, this is heavy. I think I'll take this over to the bench. I'm on a rush here, guys. I'm hurrying. Okay, we've got N7, Mastering Medical Terminology. This book sold super fast. Just been listed. Sold for $35.99. I've got another one of these in the waiting to list pile. So I'll make sure I get that photograph today and get that up because super fast seller. I want to get the next one into my store straight away. What do we got? F2. FF2, the Short Stack Cookbook. Another cookbook. The Short Stack Cookbook. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Why can't I see you? Oh, there it is. It's like the fattest book on the whole shelf nearly. Oh, okay. This is only a new listing, isn't it? Oh no, this is an old listing. This has been listed since April 2022. This one is sold for $22. You know why? I think I might have just, no, maybe not. I was going to say, I think I just maybe re-skewed this one, but I don't think I did. Okay, T1. T1. This is an old shelf where I haven't touched it for a long time, so let's all pray for me that the book is here. The yoga cookbook. The yoga. Oh, here. This one's been listed since March 2023. The yoga cookbook has sold for $24. We're back on the E shelf to E13. We've got the Women's Day All Colour Vintage. Vintage. This one's been listed since October last year. It is sold for $22. Women's Day All Colour Cookery Book. Hope these prices are right. They could have had a coupon on them. On top, G3, G. We're going to G, guys. Can you see me? Can you see me? G3. Righto. Thailand. Looks like we've got another cookbook. It's the day of the cookbooks. I will say I just listed a whole lot of cookbooks when I did my 950 listings. There was a lot of cookbooks. So normally when I sell, I list a lot of one particular theme, then I sell a lot of one particular theme. Funny that. Okay, Thailand, A Journey of Food Lovers. So this is kind of like a book about food and recipes, but also travel and life in Thailand. This one's been listed since April this year, sold for $22. B. Okay, B14. My nose feels a little bit runny, but I think it's because I've run up to Tom's and I'm back and I'm kind of in the cold again. So I think it's just actually running from the cold. Bush Babies. Is that what it says? Bush Beauties. Oh, my spelling. I sold a cookbook the other day and I listed it as something like Simply Vegetarian, and it was actually Simple Vegetable. I probably didn't have my glasses on, and so the buyer's bought it, and she's okay about it, but she's bought another vegetarian cookbook now, so I'm going to actually include a free vegetarian cookbook with the next one because I stuffed up on the other one. It was probably because I didn't have my glasses on. Now, this is a fantastic sale. I only just listed this the other day when I had my listing blitz. Now, it's called Bush Beauties and it's the collector's edition. Now, as you can see, it's only very small. You would almost misplace this as a children's book. It's not a children's book. It's actually a book on making stained glass windows. So it's stained glass windows design. Yeah, and it's obviously got an Australian bush native theme to it. But this little book sold for $55. So it just goes to show that would be easily passed along as just a cheap kids books. In fact, the sticker on the back, the original sticker, $24.99. This is a collector's edition. So obviously, once this becomes out of print or it's hard to buy into the shops anymore, collector's editions are going to go up into the price. And that's why now I'm able to get more for this book, $55, than what it even originally cost. And that's just inflation. That's the way business works. Once something is out of print, it doesn't matter what the original price was paid for it. It's what it's worth now and what it's selling for now. And yeah, $55. Perfect. I'll just flick this camera around because we're back onto C8. Oh, guess what we got, guys? Another cookbook. Have you eaten? Have you eaten? Have you eaten? Where the heck is have you eaten? Have you eaten? This is sold for $19.95, maybe less if it's gone out on a coupon. Billy Law, Have You Eaten? Okay, I think I just said have you eaten a million times. Oh, we're back over here onto A12. Okay. Can you see me? It's really hard to pick. A12, what did you expect? What did you expect? What did you expect? Oh, perfect. $18, what did you expect? Redeeming the Realities of Marriage. Okay, where we got? We're back onto C. It's I need a GoPro. You know, I actually bought a little GoPro thing. It's not a GoPro, it's a different brand. I think it's the same as my mics, which is DJI, so I could like pair them together. And I did buy it maybe like a year ago. There's probably a new model out now. It's typical me. That's exactly the type of thing I do. I buy all these things like, oh, I got to have this, I got to have this. And then literally like I go to open it up and it's so complicated and I have to read all the instructions and then it's too long for me and I'm distracted by something else and I don't even do it. So I've got all these like fancy stuff that is waiting there for me to do. And yeah, okay, this just sold for $17. It's been listed since May, a guide to the care and cure of Australian trees. So only a cheapie, $17. Okay, I'm conscious of the time. Okay, I'm really conscious of the time. So I've got 2 other orders there that I really want to get out today. They're multi-orders. But I am running a little bit late today. And if the post lady comes early, this is the negative about the post lady coming to pick up from the units, because you got a rough idea of when she comes, but and it is normally around that 10 o'clock, but sometimes she's a little bit earlier and sometimes she's a little bit later. So it does make you, when you get into the warehouse a little bit later, which I did today, because I'm trying like, oh, take it a little bit slow and try not to rush, and then I come in here and have to rush. But once I've got these out, I won't be rushed for the rest of the day. I'll be able to just take it really, 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 really slow. So that'll be nice. Okay. Where are we? I can hear Tom's guys. They're coming into the next door. Okay. 2 diets. Self-sufficiency. Brain food. Yeah.
Medical terminology.
I know, I just sold that and I just got another one in that haul that I got yesterday. Exactly the same. Can't remember. You're not going to believe it. I just packed all those orders, talked to you the whole time I did it. Tom came up and everything, and I didn't have record on my camera. So you missed me packing all those orders. And while I was here, I showed Tom that Bush Beauties book, and I said to Tom, what do you think this book is? And he said, a kid's book. And I was like, that's exactly what I just told the people, that it looks like a little kid's book. And I did ask him how much he thought that I would have sold that book for, and he said $28. And I said, nope, $55. So that's what you missed. Right, so Tom took the other ones up to the post for me. So now I just got to grab this. I've got 2 multi-orders. Let's grab them. A13. Am I on A13? What am I looking for? A13, the whole brain. Ah, here it is. Blind. C3 and C7. C3, we got I Quit Sugar. C7, the Miseducation of Women. N3, Healthy Living. I'll show you these in a minute. I'll show you, I will. I was like, why can't I see this book? I've sold it 1,000,000 times. Why can't I see it? It was tucked under one of the other ones. Okay, now the total of this order came to $61.98. We've got the whole brain diet. We've got the Miseducation of Women. We've got I Quit Sugar. And we got Healthy Living with High Fiber. So, right. I'm going to run out of cling wrap. I think there was a message with this. Thank you for the offers on these books. I tried applying the code back from Burnout, but it didn't get applied or approved. Not sure of the right word, Jillian. So I sent offers out on these books for 20% off, which is exactly the same as what coupon I'm running at the moment. So I sent the offers for 20% off, and then she tried to apply the coupon to get another 20% off, but eBay doesn't actually allow stacking a coupon onto an offer. So if you send an offer to a seller, or the seller sends an offer to you as the buyer, you can't double stack it with then a coupon on top. It's one or the other. So I try to not send any offers out for less than what my current coupon is. Occasionally on some items, if they're really old items, I might send an offer out for more than my coupon. But for these particular ones, I just sent out the 20%. So then I kind of messaged her and I said, I can't, it's one or the other. So she was fine with that. And she did say she wondered. Oh, look at this. I just wrapped it. And because of that, it's not going to slide into this mailer. So it's because it's a tight fit. Right, now I need to go print the label for this. But that's great that those 4 books fit into a medium satchel. Okay, now I just wanted to get the other multi-order done. So this one has come to a total of $81.97. There's a bundle in here of books on desserts and cakes, cake decorating, Planet Cake Celebrate, confetti cakes, and fabulous cakes. There's also a book here on desserts, mouth-watering recipes for delectable dishes. Let me just check this one. Now this is going out to a regular buyer of mine called Jody. She's absolutely wonderful. She buys from me every couple of weeks. And I'm very, very grateful. So thank you, Jody. We've got dishy desserts here and GoPro cameras for dummies. Did she order? No, she didn't order GoPro. I must have picked that up. I'm like, that's odd. She always orders cookbooks. Okay, I've picked that up from the shelf. I better take that back so I don't lose it. X2, cakes and bundles. Oh, she's got another one here that I picked the other day without realising. Okay, she's also got the Complete Cookery Course by Margaret Fulton. And where's the other book? No, what have I done? Okay, so clearly I picked up the GoPro for cameras instead of this one. Iced 180 very cool concoctions. Okay, I would say that the GoPro for cameras goes back on that same shelf that this one was on. And I've pulled them out at the same time, but brought the other one back with me. But I will double check that to make sure I put it back on the right shelf. Okay, so this is heavy. That's going to go in one. This is going to go in one. So I will have to send Jody's as 2 parcels just because of the weight of them. They're going to exceed my 5 kilos otherwise. Jody always buys cookbooks and they're always big and heavy, heavy cookbooks. Okay, there's 1, 2. She must do a lot of baking. I wish I could taste test some of her baking that she does from my cookbooks. I've been thinking about doing this actually. Tell me if you think this would be fun. I would like to start experimenting with cooking some recipes from some of my cookbooks. Now, I enjoy cooking and I just don't normally have much time anymore. And I've kind of been missing it, and I'd like to kind of get into a little bit of cooking because I think cooking is kind of almost on par of being a hobby. And I don't feel like I've got any hobbies at the moment except for reselling. I've been trying to work out what hobbies could I do in my life. Should I start doing jigsaw puzzles, or should I start colouring, or should I start playing some card games, some solo card games? I don't know. I've actually been thinking about it. Like, I don't know, what hobbies do I do? So one of my hobbies I was thinking I could go back to is kind of cooking more, and not just cooking like meals, but trying to experiment with my cooking. And I thought, I've got so many cookbooks in this thing. I should just be like playing like a game or something where I go around to the shelf and go, what are we going to cook today? And open up a cookbook and go, voila, let's make it, people. Maybe I'll do that in one of my videos when I've got the day at home, because I'm going to have a few more days at home coming up because I'm conscious with my daughter having the baby. I don't want to be out here as much. So I'm planning to kind of come in, do what I need to do, and then get back home and work from home as much as I can. And maybe on those days, I might play around with some some recipes. I've got to print these labels. I don't know if you can see this, but I've just broken my microphone because my tripod fell over and the little bit that connects for my wireless microphone has snapped. So now we've got no microphone for the rest of this video. I'm going to have to race out to the shop tomorrow and get more microphones for the next video. So I think that oops, I nearly just knocked the tripod again. I think that is my cue. This was meant to be a calm, quiet day. I had so much to tell you. Anyway, this day has just gone into schmozzles, hasn't it? I'm going to end the video here. Now I'm going to buy another set of microphones, so next time I film for you, never fear. There will be microphones, my dear. Oh my goodness, guys. See you in the next one. Bye. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.